Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Joni and I am the vlogger behind simplelivingmama.com, where I help moms simplify lives, home, and homeschool. Today's video is going to be a homeschooling video, and we are going to be talking about what my family is doing this year for our family subjects, the subjects that we do together as a family. I have 7 children. My oldest is in 8th grade and my youngest is not quite 2 years old yet. So I have a wide variety of ages. And I am making some really big changes to what we do together as a family this school year. Now, if you have been here for a number of years, then you would know that we have used My Father's World forever. Ever since my oldest child was in kindergarten, I've used My Father's World, and the program worked really well for us up until it didn't. And you know, this isn't a video to bash a curriculum. I don't do that, and I particularly don't care for videos that are like, this is why we don't use this curriculum. I don't know, because different things work for different people throughout different seasons. And I have gotten to the point where what we were doing together as a family was no longer working. It was no longer enjoyable, and we weren't happy. And that's something that's great about homeschooling, is that you have the ability to make changes from year to year, or even during the school year if you want to. I know that sometimes curriculum is really expensive, so it can be kind of a commitment if you've made a big purchase. My Father's World in particular is, I would say, like mid-range in price, because it can be reused. You know, once you go through the family cycle, it can be reused, and I think that it can be a really good deal. But at the same time, if you buy a brand new box curriculum set, you really don't want to switch it in the middle of the school year, unless you can sell it and make some money back off of it so that you can buy more curriculum. At least that's my experience. Okay, before I get into showing you guys what we're using this year, I'm going to talk about why we're making these changes. So I just mentioned I have my oldest child. He was in 7th grade last year, and then I had a 1-year-old. Also, keep in mind, we have moved many times and had lots of interruptions to our school year over the past several years. But with that said, I ran into some major issues when we would do our together subjects, our morning time subjects. And I always have based our main morning time subjects around whatever we were doing with history with My Father's World. And then I would try to pull in other resources as well. What I found was that we were basically only able to do like a little bit of the Bible and the history readings, which ended up being extremely long sometimes, and we weren't really able to fit in anything else. The morning times ended up being kind of stressful, because I would try to do these long history readings with the kids. My older kids would be interested. They'd want to learn more. They'd want to know more. But then I would have a toddler and preschooler and a kindergartner in the background screaming, crying, getting bored, needing me to do other things. They weren't engaged at all. And I pulled out all the tricks. Trust me, I know just about everything you can think of to try to occupy littles. It was just too long, too much time. We weren't able to get through it. I wasn't able to sit and have the conversations that my older children wanted to have, because I would be spending 30 minutes plus reading, and then, you know, during that time probably being interrupted at least 2 or 3 or 4 times. And then, you know, by the time we were done, everybody was just over it. You know, we weren't able to really delve into those topics that they really wanted to learn more about, and it was just frustrating, honestly. We're actually going to be moving towards a free Charlotte Mason curriculum. It's available online. It's a Catholic Charlotte Mason curriculum. We're going to be using many of their book suggestions. They have a lot of great non-Catholic book suggestions as well, called Mater Amabilis. And I'm really excited about this because my kids are going to be doing their own history streams. I will still be reading aloud to the little ones, but my older kids will be doing their own history readings, and then I'm planning to have a block of time set up for each of my older children in the afternoon to sit and talk with them about what they're reading. I think that this will enable them to really get involved in their readings. I mean, they're going to be doing all of my older children are going to be doing all of their readings themselves. And then they're going to be writing their narrations. And then, like I said, in the afternoons, we'll have this block of time set up where I can go over their narrations and go over anything that they want to talk about and discuss with any of the readings that they've done. So I'm really excited to try that with the kids. Like I said, the younger kids, everyone who is like second grade and younger, I will be doing the read alouds with them. Now, what does that mean for our morning time, our gathering subjects? I am really excited because this means I have a lot more freedom in what I can choose to put into our morning basket and the things that we can choose to do together. And keep in mind, one of the basic tenets of the Charlotte Mason method is that most lessons are short, especially for the younger kids, because they can't sit for 30 to 45 minutes and listen to you read without losing their minds, right? So we are going to be utilizing something that you've seen here on my YouTube channel and on my blog a lot, and that is morning time plans from Everyday Graces. She's made quite a few changes to what she offers as far as morning time plans. For example, the one that we're starting our school year with is no longer available on her website, but she does still have some morning time plans available. A lot of them are like literature based, and then she has it's called a Gentle Advent, and there's several different like Advent plans to choose from. They're all Charlotte Mason based. She's also coming out with a Gentle Thanksgiving and a Gentle Lent, so you can kind of base your morning basket off of the seasons and what's going on. As well as, like I said, she does still have some literature based morning time plans available also. And when I have my morning basket all set up, I will definitely show you guys exactly what we're going to be doing when it comes to those particular morning time plans. Like I said, the one that we're starting with is a Gettysburg morning time plan. It's no longer available. The reason that I'm doing it is because when we stopped My Father's World, we stopped at Exploration 1850. And then my oldest child, you will see when I do his curriculum choices, that he's going to be picking up history beginning at 1900. So we kind of skipped that whole Civil War era. So the first 6 weeks of our homeschool, we're going to be learning about the Civil War and talking about it during our morning time. Like I said, I have a lot more freedom in which books I'm choosing to read aloud to the kids. I'm going to be condensing our our morning time readings so that I'm not stuck reading from one book for like 30 minutes or more. And I think that this is going to work a lot better. I will report back to you, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a little bit of a preview. Like I said, I don't 100% have our morning time basket ready yet, but it will be changing. Maybe every 6 weeks, maybe every term, just depending on what we decide to do, what I decide to teach the kids. Now, one thing we will be doing together is the Indescribable Devotional. My oldest child did this one on his own. I haven't done this one with the younger kids yet. So that's just something, a short little devotional in the morning that we'll do together after our morning time prayer. The book that I am choosing to read from during our morning time is just the simple What Was the Battle of Gettysburg. This is an easy reading level. I think all of my kids will be able to understand it, and it will just help us get a deeper glimpse into the Civil War. we are going to finish our President's Study and our State Study that we started with My Father's World. Of course, I don't have the student pages from My Father's World anymore. We'll be using notebook pages from notebookingpages.com. I think that's the name of the website. I have shared about them a lot, but they have tons and tons of notebooking pages available. So we're gonna pick up where we left off with our President's Study. Basically, we just go through the presidents in order, read a little bit about them, about their biggest achievements while they were in office, and then the kids just do a notebooking page about that president. The same thing with the states. We're going to pick up where we left off and just finish going through the 50 states. And I'll probably bring in some more like state-themed books for our morning basket. Now, as I mentioned before, we are going to do a lot of the morning time plans from Everyday Graces. And those morning time plans include lots of different things, and it's all scheduled out for you. We're going to do our artist study through those morning time plans, composer study, scripture memory work, poetry memory work, poet study. There's typically a geography lesson. We may or may not do that together. The kids are going to have a lot of their own geography lessons, so we'll probably skip those. But we're also going to have the hymn and the folk song that we're going to do together, as well as, let's see, it includes copy work. So for my older kids who are no longer doing like handwriting assignments, they can do the copy work from the morning time plans. And then on Fridays, we're going to have sort of like an enrichment day, and we're going to do either the tea time that comes with the morning time plans, the handicraft, or the art lesson. So we're going to just kind of switch it up depending on what we have available and do that like on a Friday afternoon. But like I said, I'm really excited about this. I'm excited about being able to bring in more things, to be able to choose things myself. We're also going to have family read aloud. I don't typically do family read aloud during our morning time. That's usually a before bed thing. I'm very excited about being able to choose my own books and just having more freedom with that. I plan to read Where the Red Fern Grows, The Cricket in Times Square, and The Bridge to Terabithia. I know I'm going to read those right off the bat. Maybe Swiss Family Robinson as well. And then we'll play it by ear. I'm sure I'll be sharing over on Instagram what our current family read alouds are if you want to follow me over there. Now, one more thing. This is going to be something that I do with my younger kids, and my older son can join in if he wants. He's going to have his own science course that's pretty heavy, so this is not going to be something that he's required to do. But we are going to use homeschoolnaturestudy.com for our science and our nature study plans. So they have these outdoor hour challenge ebooks listed over there on their website, and I just print out the first 15 pages and we do those together. The kids are going to be doing lots and lots of nature journaling, and these are just like great prompts that will help us. The first one that we're going to do is the forest fun.
Hi, Mama.
Hello.
Hi, Mama.
I love you too. So the first one that we're going to do is the forest fun, and we also are going to do the creepy crawlies, and I think they're wanting to study birds as well. And there's several different outdoor hour challenges over there in that membership, and I'll leave the link down below if you want to check it out. But that's going to be like my younger kids' main science curriculum. I feel like we've done a lot of informal nature study, but we haven't done as much nature journaling as I would like to do. So that's why I am doing that with them for their science. And I think that just about covers all of it. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you, and I will see you guys in the next video where I'm sharing what my kids are doing for their independent work.